very well welcome to all of you. It's a privilege on our part to welcome you to TCG mcube Day from my side. My name is Debdas Sen. I'm the CEO of TCG Digital. When we spoke in the last seminar, we talked about the 5 levels of maturity from the automation to the artificial intelligence continuum. The 4th and the 5th level was around predictiveness and cognitive AI. mcube has significantly moved ahead since then. When Michael was talking about predict to prevent, there are several examples that we now have where we are replacing the human cognitive decision-making capability with mcube. For example, there are many cases where we are determining what is the most optimal way in which a large chemical plant could function so that yield is maximum, so that profit is maximized. And in doing so, we are putting a lot of stress on the asset to make sure that nothing goes beyond the parameters, the design parameters of the asset, and something bad doesn't happen. So it's predicted and predicted to a point where it's running at the brim, but it does not fall over. That's where we are replacing some of the human decision-making capability with mcube. Another one is when we are predicting to plan. And when we're predicting to plan, what we are doing is we're replacing transaction capability by mcube. For example, in smart buildings, we are taking inputs from the air conditioner, from the humidifier, from the luminosity of the room, and then predicting what's the right level at which the room should be lit up, what's the right temperature of the room, what's the right humidity of the room, and then determining that and pushing that information back to the switches so that they can be automatically turned on and turned off, hence saving tremendous amount of energy. So what mcube is doing today is we're of course reporting a whole bunch of things, and you'll see a lot of that demonstration in the next few sessions. But we're also predicting to plan, where we are replacing the human transaction capability with the machine. So it's machine to machine. The example that I was giving you was where we are controlling the various facets of the atmosphere in various buildings, replacing the human transaction and significantly saving energy. And then we go on to predict to prevent. The example I gave was where we are running chemical plants at the maximum possible capacity without something bad happening. So the 5 levels of maturity, and we can go back to our website to look at that video, talks about the 5 layers of AI, and the top 2 layers is happening in reality for us. So if you look at mcube today, so these are the building blocks. So we can pull data from pretty much anything in real time as well as in batches and put into a polyglot storage, which is we store various types of data in various types of databases, let's say Elasticsearch or a massively parallel processing database or just an RDBMS, depending on what the data type is. And then there's a very, very enhanced, more than 1,000 algorithm enhanced artificial intelligence engine that runs on that data store, as well as the charts, graphs, reports of the business intelligence happens. We also have a very, very sophisticated data publishing layers, which is completely API-fied. And this entire data stream from the left to the right, if you see, can happen absolutely in real time. It happens whether AI is done in real time, ingest is done in real time, and that's one of the biggest uh, powers that mcube is now bringing onto the table. Another thing that I do want to mention out here is that when you take this platform, you do not need to throw away what you've already done. Making sure that legacy investments are leveraged is one of the biggest things that we do. So if you have a code in R, or if you have code in Python, or if you have a code in even SAS, we have the ability to productionize that at a significant scale, making it secure and making it run in a very, very quick and safe manner. So we leverage existing investments, at the same time bring to you a very, very sophisticated state-of-the-art platform. And you'll see a lot of that in the coming hours. And mcube is not just for the business users. So the business users, of course, can do the charts, graphs, reports, self-service. But it is also for data scientists who can write very complex data science code, or it's also for citizen data scientists, where business users with some knowledge of data science would still be able to build out data science model by dragging and dropping a few nodes. And again, that's something that we'll see. From a data management standpoint, there is a very deep capability for the data leaders and the IT leaders, and it's a database or a polyglot storage that can significantly scale and attend to your needs. And finally, the three core value propositions that we keep talking about is around computer vision, natural language processing, and IoT and analytics are the three critical building blocks of mcube 4.1. And you will see a lot of that in the next few hours. So welcome again to the mcube day, and please stay tuned to hear about all the stories that we want to get to you. Thank you.